Hey guys, so the first topic I want to discuss with you is how to find the perfect diet. What diets work, what diets don't. Well, the fact of the matter is almost every diet works. If you take a calorie deficit with anything you do, that means that you are going to lose weight. I personally have had success with Weight Watchers and low carb. Low carb is how I've lost all my weight from the 600 plus pounds to 180 pounds to now losing the rest of the weight that I regained. Low carb has done it for me. And for a low carb diet, you give yourself 20 points. Okay, so you got 20 carbs a day. Every net carb, which is the total amount of carbs minus fiber and minus sugar alcohol. That number gives you your total net carbs. And with that, you take whatever that number is and make it into points. That's how I do it. So it's really easy. Just count your points. And it's the same way with the Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers is everything in moderation. You get to choose what you eat. If you want a candy bar that day, that may take up 10 points, but that's your points to spend. And low carb also, though, has so many more products available today than they did years ago. Years ago, you hardly had anything. You had a few Atkins shakes that were awful. And I am a high believer in doing at least 1 to 2 meal replacements with protein shakes. Those help me tremendously. I finally found a brand that I like. It's called Fairlife Protein. You can get the core protein, I think it's called, at Casey's, or you can get at Sam's. It's just the Fairlife Protein. That's what I get. It's really good. It tastes just like chocolate milk and vanilla flavored milk for the vanilla. And so with that being said, those are the two diets I suggest. But you've got to ask yourself, what fits in my family? It gets too hard when you're cooking one way for everybody else and then another way for you. So you have to come to the agreement and understanding that you're all going to do it together. You're going to eat similar foods. You're going to eat what works. And that really does help. It really gives you a leg up, as they would say, because you're eating what everybody else is eating. And there's a few tips and tricks you can do to trick your mind, like eat on a saucer or a child's plate. I did that for a long time because it shows your mind, wow, look at this. I've got a rounded plate. I get to eat all this food. Whatever tricks your mind is what works. Tricking your mind is the number one thing you have to do when it comes to dieting of any kind. Your mind wins it or loses it. So with that being said, that's all I wanted to talk about this morning. I will next be talking about overcoming head hunger. So stay tuned for that. See you later, guys.